with my sister before we do anything about it?
Do you have any idea why Victoria called?
I don't know.
Hey.
Ross.
Yes, you phoned Ms. Newman. We are here.
Well, it really wasn't necessary for you to come too.
Oh, well, I assume that this is about the new ads that broke today. Did you see them?
I saw them, and they're fine, but no, this is not about the new ad campaign.
What?
Well, it's really a matter that I'd like to discuss with Gary alone. I hope you understand.
Well, Gary and I are a team, Victoria.
I understand that, but this is personal.
Oh, sure. Sorry about getting the signals mixed up.
That's fine.
I'll leave you two alone.
All right. Thank you for coming by anyway.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
So what's this all about, Victoria?
Well, we've had a new development with this guy whom we suspect is writing the letters. A very disturbing development.
All right, you're thinking about what happened with Billy at the house.
I just feel terrible about it. He was looking forward to that trip to Aspen so much.
Well, I just hope you're not second-guessing our decision to not let him go. Look, I realize that I came down hard on him. But you backed me up. You waver now, and you're
Please
going
don't
to...
be so defensive. I was only thinking out loud. I just hope that we haven't pushed him too far, that's all.
Look, Joe, right now, he's angry. He's filled with self-pity. But once that's over, he's going to realize he has to learn to be responsible for his own actions.
Whoa, sounds like you're talking about me again.
What'd I do this time?
Hey, Brett.
That was too easy. I should be glad you didn't guess someone else.
No way.
Do I look as excited as I feel?
What do you mean?
Our trip to Aspen, of course. It's all I've been thinking about. I'm counting the hours, Billy. Just you and me, having my parents' condo all to ourselves. It's gonna be so great.
Yeah, right.
You don't sound very enthusiastic.
Well, I can't afford to be.
Why? It's not like I'm playing hard to get.
Look, Brittany, the thing is,
What?
I can't go.
You can't go?
Something else is going on here, huh, Callie? Callie, you got something I need to know. Now is the time. What, Callie? What is it? What the hell are you hiding from me?
Sam is a dangerous, violent man, and he is after us.
Callie, I am not afraid of Sam. He is a weak punk that picks on women and kids.
He almost killed you.
He caught me off guard. It will not happen again. Now, enough said. Please, take these bags, put them away. We're not going anywhere.
I cannot stay here.
Callie, you're making no sense to me right now. Sam shows up here in Genoa City after all of these months. Why in the hell would Trey be tripping off the idea of you getting your music career back together? Woman, I was there. I saw him tear up your contract. He made a clean break from you, girl. He had to know you were going to want to sing again one day.
You don't know Trey like I do. He has a huge ego. I mean, maybe he figured I'd come crawling back.
No. It does not add up to what's going on around here right now.
Nothing Trey does adds up. You have no idea what he and Sam are capable of. That's why we need to leave now, Malcolm. Before he sends Sam after us again. Look, the police will not be able to help. Sam's a pro. He'll have an ironclad alibi just like the last time.
Callie, are you finished? Stop talking like this. I run from nobody. We're staying right here.
Thanks for coming over, Neil. I know how busy you are.
Forget about it. You sounded stressed when you called. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
What, are you feeling weak again or dizzy?
Oh, this is not about me. I was right, Neil.
You were right about what?
Callie Rogers?
Wait a minute. No. Liv, you got to keep your anger in check where Callie is concerned.
I wish I could. I wish I never had to think about that woman again.
Well, did she say something, Nate?
If only it were that simple.
Well, then what happened?
Those thugs from her past have surfaced again, and this time my son almost got caught in the crossfire.
You're kidding me, right?
I wish I were.
Your father called my parents?
Yeah, he found out they weren't spending too much time at the condo. The way he sees it, I should have told him that ahead of time.
What, we're supposed to lay down every little detail of the trip, minute by minute, day by day?
Look, I'm just telling you where he's coming from.
Well, he's being totally unreasonable. Okay, there must be some way we can change his mind. Well, what if I can get my parents to talk to yours?
No, all right? No way. I know my old man. All right, once he gets that look in his eye, he won't budge.
Well, there's got to be a way.
I don't know what it could be.
What if we agree to go along with my parents on the side trips?
No, all right, forget it, Brittany. It's no use.
Well, how about if I come over and talk to your dad in person? I can be pretty persuasive when I want to.
Look, would you get it through your head, okay? It's not going to happen.
Don't yell at me, okay? I'm just trying to help you.
I'm just trying to tell you it's a lost cause.
Billy, you know your father. You should have known what to tell him and what not to tell him. Now the trip is ruined. You're going to be here, and I'm going to have
What? What, huh? Find a replacement?
That was a really crummy thing to say.
I'm sorry, Brittany. Should be taking this out on you. None of this is your fault.
Would you please rein in your ego? We were not discussing you.
Well, good. We can get right down to business. Little show and tell to start things off.
What is that?
That is the new Brash and Sassy ad from this morning's paper.
Oh, they're using Victoria again.
Looks like they're finally coming to their senses.
I wonder what took them so long.
You know, I suppose we should have anticipated this.
Considering their numbers were in the toilet.
Well, it figures that they would go back to what worked before.
Yeah, still the timing isn't very good, considering you're going to expand Globe Chabelle.
Speaking of that, I have a list of new ideas for the expansion.
Whoa, way too many products.
Suppose we let the focus groups decide that, sweetheart. Besides, this is just a starter list.
Yeah, well, I just shrank it.
This is insane. Why are we worried about Wharton's rights? He's a convicted felon.
Nevertheless, he is protected by the same stalking laws that protect Victoria.
So he wins. We're at his mercy because we can't do a thing.
Nick, at least Michael was in touch with us. It saved us a lot of time and aggravation.
To say nothing about the possible negative publicity.
Victoria didn't tell you anything?
Not a word.
Did she seem at all freaked out when you saw her?
No, she seemed like she had something else on her mind. Which actually kind of worried me a little.
Yeah, Paul and I picked up on the same vibe.
Well, obviously she's frustrated. She's being followed around by a bodyguard 24 hours a day. And now this.
What'd she say?
Something about us not being able to help her, so she'd have to help herself.
I know my sister. She's not gonna back down.
What are you telling us?
I'm telling you, I think maybe Vicky's sick and tired of this, and she's ready to take matters in her own hands.
Hello?
Christine, Michael Baldwin.
Yes, Michael, what is it?
We seem to have so much to discuss these days.
Just get to the point, okay?
Victoria Newman was just here asking all sorts of questions about Lawrence Wharton.
What questions?
What he wants, what he's up to. I was limited in what I could tell her, of course. It's my personal opinion. You might have a loose cannon on your hands. I just thought you should know.
Well, thanks, Michael. I appreciate the call.
So what did Baldwin want this time?
Evidently, he had a visit from Victoria. She wanted information about Wharton.
I knew it. She's already going her own way.
I don't get this. Why is Michael telling you?
To warn us that Victoria could be headed for trouble.
Can I use your phone? Allison, it's Nick Newman. Is my sister in her office? Good. No, don't tell her. I'm just gonna drop by there. Thanks. We'll go see Victoria, try and talk some sense into her before she does something stupid.
All right, wait up. We'll go with you.
You know, you really don't have to carry my books.
Yeah, I like the exercise. So, what's the latest on the party?
I talked to Sharon, and she's going to give me the number of the band that played at the coffee house last Saturday.
Well, good. I'm glad to see you're finally getting into the idea of celebrating your birthday.
What, you didn't think I was into it before?
Well, I just felt like I was pressuring you a little.
Oh, no problem.
Mac, is, something wrong?
What? No. No, why?
We just kind of spaced out there for a minute.
Oh, I was thinking about this test that I have to take. I just really want it to be over with, you know?
You worry too much. I'm sure you're gonna ace it.
Yeah, I wish I was as sure as you are.
I'm gonna get to class, okay?
Yeah. I've got to get Billy out of my mind. God. I have to talk to him.
Liv? What happened?
This damn person turned up at the studio and he attacked Callie and terrified Nate. And I shudder to think what would have happened if Malcolm hadn't have turned up.
Malcolm, did he beat the guy up?
Well, obviously not, because the creep ran off. Now we don't know where he is or when he's going to make his next move.
My God, is everyone all right?
Well, that depends on your definition of all right. Certainly doesn't make a child feel safe and protected. I'm so furious.
Liv, did Malcolm say why the guy was there?
He says he wasn't sure.
And what about Callie? She must have some idea.
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But if she does, she's not telling.
So what does Malcolm intend to do?
He says he's going to deal with it, but you know what? I'm not convinced about that.
And why is that?
Because he's back to defending that woman. Trying
boy.
to make that she's as much a victim as everyone else. Damn her, Neil. Damn her. You know what? I knew that woman was trouble. I tried to convince myself that it was jealousy, but I just knew. And because I didn't stick to my guns, I may have put my own son in danger.
Okay, all right, Liv, I'm mad about this too, all right? But you need to calm down. You can count on me to be here for you. As far as Nate is concerned, you don't have to worry about him. This has nothing to do with him.
Neil, I know you mean well, but I am tired of everyone giving me their assurances. I am that boy's mother, and the buck stops with me.
Well, what are you saying?
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, anything, what?
Can you stay here and watch Nate? I have to see someone.
Oh, no, that's great, huh? You're going to put yourself in danger now?
No!
Lydia, I want you to take a moment here. I want you to think about that little kid of yours.
Neil, will you do me this favor or not?
Yeah, of course I will. I'm sorry. I'll stay with Nate. You check in, okay? Please be careful. Be careful.
Please, Malcolm. Let's take off. Just for a little while. Just until we're sure.
Sure of what, Callie? If Trey is this monster that you keep talking about, he just might try to get to us through my son. And I wouldn't be here to protect him. So no, running is not an option. Let it go.
Malcolm, you are not hearing.
Stop it! You know what? I need to talk to this Trey myself. I need to see what the hell this bastard is thinking about.
Fine, don't leave. I will go. You know, maybe that's the way to get everything back to the way it was before.
What do you mean the way it was before? Before what?
Before things got out of control.
Baby, I really don't see anything out of control here. But obviously I'm not seeing everything, am I?
What does that mean?
Look at you. You're just gonna run up out of here? You're gonna leave me. You're gonna leave everything that we've built together just like that? Baby, please, talk to me. Why? What is it that you don't want me to know? Oh, damn it. We made a vow. It was a vow to be straight with one another. You are not doing your part. Give me Trey's number in Detroit, Callie.
He's not there.
And how do you know that?
Because I read it somewhere. Okay, in some music magazine. He's on tour with a new group of his.
Really, really. So he's off working, but still finds time to hassle us. That's what you're telling me?
That is the only explanation.
No, Callie, I don't think so. Give me Trey's number, please.
Oh, God, Malcolm, please. Please.
Damn it, Callie! Give me his number.
Formulate, package, and market this list of products on such a short timetable.
I said it was a starter list.
One that is far too ambitious.
Okay. Okay, fine. I'm not inflexible. So we cut back, we go with basics.
The Christmas package consisted of moisturizer, shower gel, and body splash.
So we move on to shampoo, conditioner, and a facial cream. And perhaps a bar soap and hand lotion.
Works for me.
Well, Ashley, I think the ball is in your court now.
Okay, we'll bounce it off focus groups.
How many people are we talking?
15 in tonight.
Now, honey, I assume you're going to be there to moderate the focus group.
Actually, I'm going to have to pass on this one, Dad.
You're not going to be there?
No, I'm going to miss this one meeting, Jill.
May I ask why?
I have prior personal plans.
Can't wait?
Yeah, can it wait? I mean, you're the one who organized this.
Back off, Jill. Whatever her reason is, I'm sure it's a good one.
Besides, any one of you is perfectly qualified to handle the situation. You realize that?
All right, if there's nothing further to discuss, this meeting's adjourned. I'm sure we all have a lot of work to do. You have any idea why her sister's not joining us tonight?
Not a clue.
And you're not curious?
Oh, I admit I'm a bit curious, but weren't you the one that told me to respect your privacy?
And you're telling me to let go?
I guess I am.
Jill, I have something I'd like to discuss with you. Could we have a cup of coffee?
Absolutely.
Ash, wait a minute. What's going on?
Well, I can see why you're so concerned. Having to pull your surveillance on Wharton, that must be a blow.
Well, we had to do it. Otherwise, he could take us to court. He could raise all kinds of hell.
And now what?
Well, I'm not going to sit around and do nothing.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
I saw Wharton's lawyer today.
Yeah, and?
And even though he wouldn't admit anything to me, I got the distinct impression that Wharton wants money, enough to get him to back off.
Blackmail?
You could call it that.
Well, that doesn't sound like something that a stalker would do.
See, that's my point. I don't think this guy is as obsessed with me as his letters might indicate.
Well, then why do you think that Wharton is the guy?
Because of this vendetta he has against my brother. He wants in the Newman pockets, and it's time someone called him on it.
Wait, now you're not thinking of going to see this guy yourself?
Not exactly. That's why you're here.
You don't think it's dangerous to approach him?
I'm not going to take any unnecessary chances. Besides, my bodyguard would never allow me to be alone with him for a second.
Well, then how can I help you? How do I fit in?
Well, no offense, but you're not as threatening as some big muscle man packing a gun. And I think that if you're there, you can get Wharton to open up. Tell me what's really on his mind.
Victoria, I don't know.
Gary, please. Even if I can't shake my bodyguard, I want you there. For moral support. Besides, you think fast on your feet. This could get tricky.
What about your brother? I doubt that he would approve of any.
I don't need my brother's permission for this. I'm the one being stalked. It's my problem.
Well, it just seems awfully risky, you know?
Can you think of a better idea? So are you with me or not?
Thank you for seeing me without an appointment, Michael.
I got the impression it was urgent.
Yes. I think I've made a horrible mistake, and you have every right to say I told you so.
I gather this is about your divorce from Mr. Winters.
Yes, in particular, his visitation rights with my son.
You've reassessed your decision.
Yes.
Suppose you tell me why.
My former husband is indirectly involved with putting my son at risk, in physical danger. Unfortunately, he won't accept this fact, which means there's a potential for more risk.
All right. I see. Tell me how I can help.
I want to know if I can have the rights that I've given him revoked.
Can you sit down, Dr. Winters, and tell me exactly what's going on?
Billy. Hi. I'm glad I ran into you.
Are you?
Yeah. You know what? Let's go talk over there. It's more private, okay?
So, what is it?
I've been thinking about what happened at the coffee house last night. I mean, what almost happened.
Oh, you decided I was way out of line.
No.
Well, you must have. I mean, that's why you decided to mess things up for me.
So?
So what?
So never mind. It's none of my business. I'm sure it's nothing.
What's nothing?
I just wondered if there were any points you wanted me to address in this focus group, any questions I might have forgotten.
Look how sweet you are. Thanks for reminding me. Actually, I did write something down. And thanks also for coming to my defense with Jill. She was going to give me a lot of grief, I could tell.
Hey, what are big brothers for? You've said it's personal, and I don't intend to pry.
But you're just dying to know, aren't you?
Oh, I am a bit curious, I suppose, but I'll restrain myself. Great strength of character, you know. On the other hand...
No, here it
I
comes.
have been doing a little speculating on my own.
Have you?
As to what or who might be so important for you to miss this whole focus group.
So what'd you come up with?
Well, I've decided it's not a first date.
Really? Why's that?
Well, you wouldn't miss something so important to spend an evening with a guy you don't know anything about.
Is that right?
So obviously, it's someone you know.
Oh, you think so?
Someone who's important to you. Someone who could be important to you.
And you just can't stop asking yourself who that might be.
Well, let's see. You've made it very clear that you want nothing to do with Brad Carlson. Cole Howard is out of the picture. Of course, in all of this, I'm taking you at your word.
That's very decent of you, Jack. Thanks. Aren't you forgetting something, though?
Something or someone. Please tell me it is not Victor Newman.
And now you can see why my son was so terrified. This man from Detroit is an animal.
Let me get this straight. This gorilla came in, made threats, and your ex-husband showed up to save the day. Now, see, I don't know what kind of case I can make out of that. I mean, given that Malcolm protected the child.
Nevertheless, this whole situation has arisen because of his fiancée, that trashy homewrecker with a shady past. You know what? This is just the kind of thing that happens around people like her.
You have reason to believe this could happen again?
Yes. I mean, maybe Malcolm chased off that man, but I think he'll be back, and I can't have my son around a dangerous man like that.
Does Malcolm also believe this man is dangerous?
Malcolm is a big guy who's not afraid of anything or anyone. Well, you know what? Right now, his judgment is warped.
How?
I know he thinks I'm overreacting. He thinks there's nothing to be afraid of, that he can handle everything.
And you don't think he will?
I'm not convinced that he can. And right now, I have to make sure this never happens to my son again.
Still, I would have to take extreme measures to do what you want me to do.
Are you saying nothing can be done?
No, but it could get very intense both emotionally and legally if I were to take the gloves off and go for it. Get the court to rescind the visitation agreement. Unless
what?
Unless Malcolm can be made to understand that it is in the best interest of the child.
Well, that is never going to happen. He considers himself that boy's father.
Look, you told me yourself that Nate needs Malcolm in his life.
Yes, but we're to talk about Malcolm. It's Callie here and all that baggage she's brought into their lives.
Nonetheless, there is still a possibility that this situation could resolve itself. Meantime, if you deprive Malcolm of his visitation rights, you risk alienating both him and your son.
Well, you know what? That's just a chance I'm going to have to take. Because my first concern here is my son's safety. Can you help me?
I'll see what I can do.
Make it happen, Michael. And make it happen soon. I don't need the stress wondering if my son is safe when he's with Malcolm.
Hello? Yeah, Trey Stark?
Yeah.
So you are in Detroit, huh?
Yeah, I'm in Detroit. Who's this?
This is Malcolm Winters.
Well, what a coincidence. I've been wanting to talk to you, Winters. I hear you're making big plans with my woman.
Your woman? Where do you get... What are you doing? Kelly, what the hell is going on? Okay, you are going to talk to me, and you're going to talk to me right now. What did he mean calling you his woman? The truth, Callie, that was not a manager being possessive about his client. That was something altogether different.
You're right. It's not about business. It's personal.
Personal how?
Oh, God. Trey's possessiveness over me, so... Oh, God, he was more than just my manager.
More? What do you mean more?
At one point when I thought he was all I had. When I was desperate and alone. We were married.
Still haven't answered me, Ash. Please tell me it's not Victor Newman.
I never said I had a date.
What else could it be?
I have friends. Friends that need me, that I can't let down, you know?
That's all very touching. I ain't buying. No, this is something bigger. I can read it in your eyes.
You've always had such a vivid imagination, Jackie.
You're not even going to give me a hint?
Hello?
Hi, Ash. It's me, Christian.
Hi, hold on a second. Could you leave it personal?
Is that him?
You have no idea how perfect your timing is.
Meaning what exactly?
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay, fine. So, where should we meet? Your office?
No. Too many prying ears and eyes. How about a restaurant?
You name it.
Would the lodge be okay for you? Actually, that would be rather convenient as the evening unwinds, you know?
Sounds perfect.
Okay, I'll see you at the lodge at 8.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. I'll see you soon.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, right.
Listen, maybe we should go somewhere else and talk.
Oh, you've talked plenty already.
What's that supposed to mean?
You really hit the jackpot this time.
I have no idea what your problem is, Billy.
You and Rao, blabbing to my mom about my Aspen trip. What is that? Does that ring a bell? Huh? How Brittany and I were going to be spending most of the time alone?
I never said a word to your mother.
Oh, come on. What are you saying that she just made this up out of thin air and then blamed it on you?
No, seriously, I did not talk to your mom about your trip. Wait a minute. Raul and I were talking about your trip last night. Maybe she overheard.
Don't give me that. Anyway, you shouldn't be talking about me to anyone. Not to Raul, not to anyone. It's none of your business. Now, thanks to you, my trip is off.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your plans.
Oh, come on. You know, the thing at the coffee house, we were holding hands.
What about it?
I don't know where that came from. All right, it was just some weird one-time thing. It didn't mean anything. And if you were so bugged, how come you didn't talk to me about this instead of ruining my entire trip for me?
I cannot believe you think I would do that. God, sabotage your vacation? Why would I do such a thing?
Maybe you're jealous.
Jealous? Of you and Brittany? Yeah, right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. And in case you've forgotten, I'm dating your supposed best friend, Raul. He's an awesome guy. So why would I care what you do?
You know who can figure out women. But I think you do care.
Don't flatter yourself.
You're such a cold fish, Mac. You can't stand to think that maybe someone else is having fun.
I know your idea of fun. Sex and booze. And not necessarily in that order. As long as it's easy, it's fine with you.
What do you know about me? Nothing. That's what.
I'm sorry. I did not mean that. I'm sorry.
You know, I'm only gonna say this once, Mac. You just stay away from me. You stay the hell out of my life.
Well, that's typical. In the few minutes it takes us to get here, she already left.
Well, we must have just missed her.
Well, at least she's with Gary, according to Allison.
I suppose that's a good sign.
Yeah, they probably just stepped out to discuss the ad campaign.
Think we overreacted?
Nick, think positively.
I'm trying, Chris. It's just I know my sister. I know the way her mind works. When she gets an idea in her head, she can't be stopped. then things get out of hand.
Rick, if you don't mind, I'd like you to wait outside.
You know I can't do that, Miss Newman.
Rick, please, I'm not going anywhere. I won't be needing you for a while.
Look, I know you came to see someone. I have to check the guy out. It's my job. Unless instructed otherwise.
I'm instructing you otherwise.
I mean by your brother who hired me. You want to call him?
Look, I don't need a babysitter. I'll call my brother. You'll be out of the job.
Victoria, Newman? What the hell brings... Oh, forget it.
Wait. I just want to talk.
Right. And all this muscle's, just for a show. Forget it.
Just a second, please. All right, you've seen him. Now, please wait outside. I've got Gary in here. You'll be able to hear anything that goes on. This is a private matter.
Okay. But before I leave...
Back off, man.
Rick, for heaven's sake, he's on parole. I'm sure he didn't bring any weapons to work.
Yeah, I'm not, completely stupid. Look, I'm doing my job. I'm staying out of trouble. Then you come waltzing in here. You take me away from my work, and what? Then you try and muscle me? What the hell's going on, girl?
I've got a proposition for you, Mr. Wharton. Something I think you'll be very interested in.
Well, lay it on me. Because you've got a lot of what I'm interested in, Miss Newman.
CBS Sunday.
I was born Sally Hemings in the year of our Lord, 1773. I was born to slavery, but destined to scandal. In 1801, Thomas became the third president of the United States, and I became the most infamous woman of color in America.
Sam Neill and Carmine Jogo in the greatest love story never told. Sally Hemings, An American Scandal, after Touched by an Angel, CBS Sunday.
Have you heard about Grapevine? Can't get enough of you, baby. It's about passion.
He never pressured me to have sex.
After you've danced the tango, you feel like you've already had sex.
Relationships.
You're not planning to fix them up.
Well, if I have a gift, I should use it, right?
No.
You have a crush on me?
I think I'm in love with you.
And love between friends.
The moment wasn't exactly right.
What did he want, for her to start ovulating?
Grapevine premieres CBS Monday, February 28th.